Aloha, everyone, in another level living land. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Freedom Fridays. So happy that you're here because we are in store for an amazing treat. We have an awesome special guest who's going to share some of wisdom on how to rediscover your intuition. And before I introduce you to this amazing lady, I want to first let you know what is the purpose of the show? What are we doing here? The whole purpose of the Freedom Friday show is to support you in achieving your success in business and life harmony so that you can increase your calm, your confidence, and your cash flow with ease, grace, and flow, which actually allows you to stress less, strengthen your relationships, and lead with much more energy, ease, and momentum, thereby creating your peace on all sides. And make sure that you go to anotherlevelliving.com/harmony to get your 7 secrets towards more biz life harmony. After the show, you'll be so glad that you did. We'll put it in the show notes as well. And now I want you to give a warm Another Level Living welcome to our special guest today, Alyssa Utecht. Alyssa, thank you so much for being with us today.
I'm glad. I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you. Let them know about all the amazingness that you are. So Alyssa is going to be talking with us today again about how to rediscover your intuition. Because sometimes that little voice, that voice inside your head, or even your higher self, or a number of the monkeys, it can block your intuition. And our intuition is a crucial part of us, especially as humans. So she's going to be able to share with us how to be able to step into that, because when you step in with your intuition, and you actually are aligned mind, body, spirit, and soul, we literally become unstoppable. And this is something that's essential for us as entrepreneurs. So let me tell you who she is. Alyssa Utecht is a transformational life coach and intuitive guide on a mission to empower women so they can more fully align with their authentic selves. Yes, it's the power of authenticity. And she uses her giant toolbox to be able to help her clients let go of what no longer serves them and heal what is keeping them stuck so that they can invite more passion, more joy, and more ease into their lives. Now do you see why I brought her on the show? This leads women to showing up more fully and confidently in the world, which is where true healing is found. Oh my goodness, Alyssa, just reading your bio gives me amazing goosebumps. Yay, yay, yes, and yay. So happy that you're here today. And the first question that I have for you is, why is this topic so important? Can you share with us a little bit about that?
Oh my goodness, yes. So we have been trained the last, 150 years to really focus on the mind. And the mind is a powerful tool. It is just a tool. It's just one part, like you said, it's just one part. It's not the whole picture. So tuning into our intuition helps us really access more fully all the resources we have available, and it helps the life, it helps the job, it helps the family, it helps the relationships, all these things that we want to align with, so then you feel whole, you feel more safe, you feel more comfortable, and you can then go out into the world and do what you are really really meant to do.
So good. So good. Well, and it was interesting because as you were talking, I'm thinking to myself, sometimes people may not even know what intuition is. So, can you share with us what in the world that is to be able to bring
Yes.
clarity to that once and for all?
I am so glad you asked that, Dr. Heather. So I kind of define intuition as that connection we have to our higher self, our soul, our heart, our God, our universe, or the angels. You can call it anything you want. It's this umbrella, but it's your connection to that wisdom that lies beyond that thinking brain. The brain is working hard, 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 but it needs a power source. It's like the computer, but it needs a power source. So if you can connect into that wisdom, that inner guidance, that knowing, then that is what your intuition is.
Oh my goodness, I love it. It brought up a quote that I had shared out, or I guess my intuition led me to come up with it. But I said, when we operate with our wisdom, every step that we take is right.
Mm,
And there's such a beauty in that. What are your
Yep.
thoughts about that?
I love it. So that decision making, that is, so there's a why. There's like the what is intuition? Where can I find it? We can get to that. Why do I care? So that's exactly right. So the why is the easy answer is ease, right? The longer answer is the more we can listen and the more we can hear our intuition, the better we are able to make decisions from what to eat, what running shoes to buy, what book to read, or what movie to go to, but to the big life questions, where should I live? What should my career path be, or my new career path be? Where should I go on vacation? Those are the bigger decisions. So even our intuition can help us if we have to have a hard conversation with a loved one. It can help us with the timing. It can help us with the, sort of the approach that you take. And so listening to our intuition, discovering it, tuning in, and finding it helps our decisions. And that in turn helps everything in our world become easier. It just magically works out more easily. There's flow. And who doesn't want more ease and joy and flow in their life?
Yay! Put some hearts and some likes in the chat if you want some more ease, right? Like, I know I'm always about ease, right? Loving ease.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So good. Now tell us, now that we've built up all this amazing motivation, I know we are ready to know, how can we do this? Like, what tips or strategies do you have to share with us of how we can rediscover our intuition?
That's good because, some of us know what it is and some of us don't, and that's okay. So I kind of thought about where do we find it? And it's different for everyone. So some of us hear it, like we hear that little voice that goes, yes, when something is like aligned and right and you're going to do it. Or, if you're getting something out of a high cupboard and you think, look out, and something like plastic water bottle is about to fall on your head, right? So some people hear it, some people see it. Like you'll see a quick picture, like you'll see a picture of your mom. Just think of your mom and then she calls on the phone. Or you drive away from your home and you're a block away and you can picture that the garage door is still open. So it can feel like a memory. And maybe it is a memory, but it's just that jolt that makes you go, oh, I have to pay attention here. Either I have to do something or, ooh, there's a great idea for me. So there's the hear it and the see it, and then some people feel it. This is that gut reaction. This is that listen to your gut, right? If you walk into a room and something feels off, or if you get a heaviness in the pit of your stomach right before you get bad news. So maybe you just know what job is right for you. So, and there's probably other ways that you can tune into your intuition, but those are kind of, I think, the big ones that people can maybe relate to.
Nice. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Like, as you were talking, I was thinking about, like, it's the bigger, tapping into that bigger knowing. Like, a lot of times we have to think that, I don't know about you or if you've ever heard of this, but like thinking that we have to have all the answers and that we have to know everything, right? But with our intuition, it's like we can operate in less thinking and more trusting. And there's so much freedom in that. I love to even think about how, like, okay, I'm out of a piece of pie. There's 8 slices, right? And there's one slice, I know all of the stuff I know. And then there's another slice, I know that there's stuff that I don't know. The rest of the slices, I don't know what I don't know. And that's where I love to be in, because that's where the flow, the freedom, the faith comes in.
I love your word of freedom because you have that intuition, you get the freedom. And here's the beauty, then you can go use your brain to like figure it right. You know what you're going to do. And then, oh, I'm going to use my brain and my body and then I'm going to go get it done. And it's going to be awesome because you first started with that inspiration and intuition.
Oh my
So I
goodness,
love
so
that.
good. So good. Is there what other thoughts? Like anything else you want to share with us about this topic on how we can rediscover our intuition?
Well, I would say, there's some quick ways to do it. You can just get quiet. You can go
Mm.
to a quiet place because there's so much noise in the world. You can get still. I notice that things pop up to me in song lyrics, or here's a big one for me, random conversations. If I hear something totally out of nowhere 3 times, then I know, okay, I'm supposed to be doing something with this, paying attention, listening. So that's some of the ways that I um, try to hear my intuition, and it's a muscle. It just takes practice. So be gentle with yourself. But the really big thing I would say is don't be afraid of your intuition. Sometimes as humans, we're like, oh my gosh, is it going to tell me that I need to like move across the country and like quit my job? And that's too scary. So I just shut it down. Here's the beauty: you have choice. You can hear, oh, I'm supposed to buy this car, and you buy the other one. It just gives you clarity, right? There's no wrong or right answer.
Right?
So you can practice listening to your intuition and then have that freedom and choice to listen to it or not, if that's what you need to feel more comfortable. But I tell you, as you learn more and hear more, you will be more inclined to listen to it because it is what is in your best interest and for your highest good. And that pretty much always works out very well.
So good. So good. Like, it's interesting. We can hear the call for what we're supposed to do, the decision, or we can continue to endure petting the pain against it. So either, like you said, some people hear it, some people feel it, and sometimes it gets louder. And even if we make a different decision, it's just a learning, right? There's just a way to be able to figure out how to do it differently in the future. So
Yep.
there's
It's
so much.
all information.
It's
Yes.
all information. Well, wow. Based on this conversation, like, what would be the biggest thing, everything that you've shared, what would be the biggest takeaway that you want to leave us with today?
Say just start. Do one little thing today that helps you tune in because, like I said, it's a muscle and it's a practice, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming, doesn't have to be a big deal. Just go and listen to whatever music on Spotify is like, ooh, this, I'm like ready for some jamming, and pull it up and just start and just be aware and open. I would say just start there.
Oh, so good. Yes. Okay. So today, and we also want to hear your biggest takeaway as well in the chat. So make sure you put your biggest takeaway in the chat in the comments below, and even share what you're going to be doing today to strengthen your intuition. Oh my goodness, Alyssa, how can we continue this conversation? Do you have a free gift or something that you can offer us?
I do. I would love for anyone who resonates with this to schedule a clarity call with me. It is a deep dive and peels back layers and sees, we get clarity on what is really keeping you stuck. And when we can figure out what's keeping us stuck, then we can use the tools and use our intuition to start figuring out, okay, what little step can I take to start getting me out of this unhappy, unresourceful place? And so I would love for you to schedule with me. I would love to meet you. I would love to hear what's going on in your life. And I would love to help you get clarity on, how we could maybe do work together and shift some of those things.
Oh my goodness, Alyssa, what a powerful gift. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So everyone who's listening, look at the link in the comments below and go ahead and schedule your clarity call with Alyssa. You'll be so glad that you did. Thank you so much for blessing us with this time, Alyssa. Like, your wisdom has been amazing. We're so grateful that you were here with us today.
Thank you so much for what you do, and I am honored to be here. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And everyone in Another Level Living Land, we, like I said, want to hear your wisdom too. So make sure you comment in the chat below. And the sharing is caring. So if you've received the gift of rediscovering your intuition, go ahead and share out this message out with someone else so they can receive that gift as well. We look forward to seeing you again next Friday for another episode of Freedom Fridays. Let this message marinate in your mind, body, and soul all weekend and beyond. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone.